This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Well, here we are on Monday, and most people get the blues on a Monday. We are going to fix it once and for all because you are about to enjoy the deliciousness of Jessica Mauboy.
The best. She's human ecstasy, Swan.
She really is. And you got her to admit a few bits and bobs that I've never heard
too.
come out of her mouth before.
We're also going to find out whether you're a racist. I'm just going to say it.
I know. My kids are so politically correct. Some would say woke, and I think it's a great thing. But I don't think what I've done deserved the label, Mum, you're racist.
Chrissy Swan's a racist. Run with the Daily
I'm
Mail.
not.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and it gives me great joy to welcome to the show the great Jessica Mauboy.
Oh, hey.
And a living Australian treasure, if you don't hardly mind.
Thank you very much. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
Oh,
So
I
I'm a
love
bit
you so
flat-
much.
I love you on the cover of the Women's Weekly.
Oh, thank you.
And there's a quote in it that I wanted to mention to you because it's been so long since I've remembered what that feels like. Your quote is, I long to have children one day.
Yes. How
Tell
crazy is that?
Tell me about it, because it's been so long since I felt anything vaguely that way. Because, you know, my kids are old.
Yeah, I think it's like, I think because my passion is music first, and I automatically go like, how am I going to handle that? And I think, you know, I look at my my friends, and they're doing it. They're working mums. They've got children. They're having more kids, and I'm like, wow. I don't know if I can personally handle that because I'm really selfish like that. I love music so badly that I'm literally writing music all the time, and I love performing. I love reaction.
And also, you'd get a big sort of maternal fix from all the kids
I do.
in the world
Oh my
about
gosh.
you.
I do meet and greets. Like I've been currently doing meet and greets with this record.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing all these young kids, the youth are going mad, and I am getting a fix. I'm like, they're like literally making up dances. Like, you know, they come up and they're like, oh my gosh, I made a dance to this song. This is my favorite song already. I'm like, yo, I'm dead.
How do you think the youth and like 10-year-olds, for example, are discovering you? Because for people like us in our 20s, we were introduced to you on Australian Idol.
Yeah.
How is a 10-year-old meeting Jess Mauboy? Do you think it is like the TikToks and stuff?
Yeah, it really is. I'm literally submerged in creating content. I'm just trying. I'm
Good
really
on
giving
you.
it a go.
Yeah,
and
I've
it's
also
so
entered.
hard.
I've entered my vlog era as well. Jessica,
I'm trying to flog it as much as I can. You know what I mean?
I said vlog, not flog. Now, this speaking of you touring around and meeting lots of kids, this happened, and you put it up on socials. Have a look. Listen.
I know you've been waiting so long, and I see Mum.
Little kids.
Yeah.
I can't heal.
And then you recognise the mother.
I can't heal. I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you.
Can you tell us who the mother of these little kids were?
Okay, so this was literally a surreal moment. I've been a Bardo fan since I met
You're
them.
only human.
Right? Only human. But don't you make me sad. Our love could be deep as the ocean.
What a
oh my
tune.
God. I saw her face and I was like, I was looking at her children, and then I looked up and I was like, are you kidding me?
Just to clarify, it was not Sophie Monk.
No.
She doesn't have two secret children that we don't know about.
Right. No, I could not believe my eyes. I was literally speechless. The fact that she had lined up for 2 hours with her very small children.
I think she might be a bigger fan of you than you are of
equal.
her.
I think equal, because I had butterflies.
So exciting.
Yeah, it was like, it was that same moment when I met Mariah. Watching them
out of
create,
it. Sophie from Bardo is not the same. No, Sally.
Sally.
Sally
We're talking
from
about Sally from Bardo. Yes,
is not the same as meeting Mariah Carey. Stop it.
Hey, I want to hear about Mariah. Don't worry about Bardo now.
Yeah.
When did you meet Mariah?
When she last came out. And I remember getting to go backstage and seeing her. She was actually, in fact, getting her makeup done. She turned around and I looked at her big Bambi eyes. And I was like, I was like, she stopped me in my tracks. I was so speechless. We were literally having an eye conversation.
Eye sex.
I literally hi. Like our eyes were saying, hi, how are you? It was so quiet. It was really awkward at one point. And then I was just like, I started singing. You always been my baby. I couldn't know myself. I sung to her. I repeat that over and over in my head.
Did she say, get this person out of
her
here?
hand, no, her hand came out and like literally like our hands touched. And I saw her butterfly ring and I was like, oh my God, this is my moment. This is like
she's announced that she's doing a residency in the same place that Kylie did hers.
Yes.
Would you make the pilgrimage to go and see Mimi?
I would make the trip.
Don't go anywhere. Jess Mauboy is sticking around on the Chrissy Swan Show.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. She's stuck around like the legend that she is, Jessica Mauboy.
Always for you. Always for you.
Now, Jess, I've always loved you, but I saw a headline that has made me love you even more and relate to you even more over the weekend.
Oh, no, I'm scared. What have I been saying? I've been saying some shit. Oh, my God.
Don't we talk rubbish?
This is what it says. Jessica Mauboy, I like to party. Somehow that's never made the headlines. I was like, yes, girl.
We knew that you did, but you're so good.
Like, no, I'm telling you, there has been moments in my life that I'm like, how has that not been like leaked? Or like, just like, I love to dance. I love to go and like see an awesome DJ and just like have them, just rip up and make remixes and then just dance all night until my feet just are bleeding.
Can you like get into house music and like get down to that or no?
Oh yeah, no, I can booty shake to house music.
Yes, I love that.
I can find my own rhythm in house music.
Great.
I tend to just jump with house music.
Yeah, okay.
So that's cardio for me, see?
Awesome.
Like, yeah.
I want to go on a Mauboy bender.
Yeah, but no, I love that you mentioned this this crazy comment that oh my God. But yeah, there has been some wild nights with family members and my best friends, and yeah, it's just never come out. Images like of me just like having shots and shouting like the club. Like there have been moments where I've gone out and been like, shouting everyone.
Yeah.
Looked at my bank details
Put
like
in
the
the
next
Amex
day and I'm
down.
like, okay. She went a little bit too far.
I mean, I love that because it just proves that you're like everybody else. We
Yo.
all have those moments.
Right.
Human.
In a way that you are not like everyone else. You have an unbelievable voice and you can sing, seemingly with no nerves or hitches in front of thousands of people. Did you see Alicia Keys hit a bum note at the Super Bowl?
I'm not going to lie. I did hear it.
Have a listen again.
Okay. Yeah. It was literally the first. It was the first lyric, right? It was really hard because I was like, oh. But I'm like, she'll keep going. She'll keep going. When you're just like on the edge of your seat and you're like, oh, come on, sis, you got this.
Yeah.
You got this. Like, just sing. Don't try and use the breath because once you start trying to do the small breath, that's when your voice can start breaking. Just use full. Go full, sis, if you don't have that breath in check. You know what I mean?
Where were you when she needed you in the halftime Super Bowl performance?
No, oh my gosh, see, like, it's literally, she was obviously like super tired, but she was trying to she was trying to get there, and she did.
Because
she just recovered.
There's no doubt she can sing, obviously. If you missed the halftime entertainment and only saw it online, have a look what the kind people did to it.
Some people want it all.
Fixed.
On YouTube, they fixed
did not fix it.
They did.
Yeah.
Why?
They fixed it in post.
How?
I don't know, but they did a good job
They
at
did a
it.
great job.
Some people.
Oh, look, you're jealous. You're furious. You want to throw the desk.
I'm furious because I think it's only natural to share those moments that are so vulnerable.
Do you keep
As
going?
artists, you have to.
Right.
You have to keep going. Or like if you had like on tour, because for me, when I'm on tour and you're exhausted, like you're literally doing a show every night or traveling and then doing a show that night.
And it sounds like you might be hungover from 17 shots at a local.
Shouting everybody the night before. Yeah, no, honestly, I've had moments like that and I've had to just be like, well, you can do that within your show because it's your set.
Yeah.
You know, and I've literally had to start the whole band again and be like, wait, you know, and take it as a, you know, just to laugh it off a little bit and be like, hey, I'm only human.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do this again because I know I got a better note.
I love it when that happens in a show.
I love it when Adele does it. Adele always does it.
I was going to say, Adele does it all the time, and I love that. I think it's really authentic, it's real, and it does happen.
You may not remember him, but our new producer, Tom, worked on a different show last year and a different show the year before, and you made a promise to Tom.
What was the promise, Tom?
Okay, so
Oh gosh, oh no.
possibly one of the best days of my life.
Oh gosh.
When
I gotta stand up for
when
this.
you sang for me,
Yes.
but then you said
What did I say?
you did offer me tickets to your concert, and you said
Oh dear.
you have to come to the show, and I was like, I'll be there.
Okay, yeah, I was.
And I'm just letting you know,
You're reminding me.
I haven't received anything. In my
Oh
emails yet,
damn!
you
Oh
know?
damn! Look! Tell Emma. Emma's out there. She's putting her thumbs up. She's like, you have tickets.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, while you're giving him out,
she's my
Emma, my
music rep.
daughter's obsessed with Jessica and we come to
There you
love
go.
her.
Great. There you go.
We love you, Jess. Thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you so
in.
much for having me.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. Thanks to Priceline Pharmacy. One of the greatest things about having children is that they keep you in check. And I really love that because I love learning off people from different age groups.
Yeah.
It's very dull to only talk to the same age group. Like you and I are great friends.
Absolutely
and you're
agree.
much, much younger than me. So that's one of the things that, you know, I love in my life. Like my friend Abby, very young, very groovy. I'm mentioning her because I know that she's listening right now.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, Abby. My kids are 15, 12 and 10 and they've grown up in a different time to me. I'm a very forward-thinking person,
Yes.
right? And it hasn't taken much for me to get my head around pronouns or different sexualities or anything like that.
Yeah, you've adjusted quite easily.
Yeah.
Some your age haven't.
A lot of people my age haven't. And, you know, I still make mistakes. I still,
Oh, totally.
you know, accidentally refer to Sam Smith as he and then quickly correct it.
The thing is, your intent is right, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
my
that's all that matters.
And my respect is right. Am I the racist? Because if you've got smaller kids, primary school or early high school, you will be accused of being a racist. That is a given.
Really?
Yes.
Right.
And most of the time I say, no, that's not racist, right? Because I know deep in my soul I am not racist.
Exactly.
Is this racist? Because I've had a little argument with my 10-year-old about it.
Ooh.
I ordered some stuff the other day from Baker's Delight.
Yes.
The driver that was bringing it to me, a big notification comes up saying, Kaka is en route with your order. Kaka.
I know where this is going.
And I screenshot that and sent it to my kids. We've got a little group text. And I just sent it to my kids with the laughing emoji face. Because Kaka is our word for poo.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's also, is it Italian for poo?
Maybe it's
Tom, is Kaka Italian for poo?
Kaka. Yes,
Yes,
it is.
yeah.
Okay. So I sent it to them because it's our word for poo, and there it was. Anyway, my daughter texted back and said, that's racist. And I said, I don't think it is.
Peg, chill out, babe.
Is it racist, though? She really mounted a strong argument.
Do you know where I think it gets lost in translation? Because it's via text and there is a screenshot and maybe an image of that person.
And I'm laughing. at the
But-
name. I get what she means. It does seem mean-spirited, but I'm only laughing because we use that word for poo-poo.
Correct. I think Peg's been a little woke there. Like, she knows that your intent is good and that it is because you guys use that word. Had you been together in person, I don't think she would have labelled you as racist.
I think she would have.
Really?
Oh, yeah, she's very quick. She's on it.
Maybe she's just wanting to sass you.
It's deeply juvenile. I'll accept
yeah.
that. Like, hands up, your mother shouldn't be laughing at Kaka. I get that.
Caroline, do you think Peg is correct in labelling Chrissy racist?
I don't think so, because it was a joke, and I can't see Chrissy as racist, but I think it's used very loosely today. You can't do anything that's not considered racist.
Do you get that from your kids?
I get it all the time. I'll be at the shops and I'd say, oh, there's 2 trolleys, one's clean, one's got a mark on it, black mark. And I said, oh, that's got some stuff on it. It was like, Mum, that's racist.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And I'm like, that's not the word you use.
No.
But, yeah,
You
I get it
are,
all the time.
you are, I mean, that, if anything, that's trolleyist, all right? Georgia, is it racist or not? I feel like it might be because I'm mocking an international name. I don't know.
I don't think so. Yeah, look, I don't think it is.
I trust the jury of the Chrissy Swan Show. You are not racist. It's also an international word for poo, or an Italian word for poo.
But is it okay to laugh at that? I feel like it's not.
It is.
Okay, all right.
The Catholic guilt that you have creeps up in these scenarios.
I just want to be a good person all the time.
I know.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I mean, if there's one thing you need to know about me, Jack, it's that I cannot live without my chest freezer.
I know, Swan.
And you and I have nearly broken up over the existence of my chest freezer.
That big, stupid chest freezer. They're just so bogan.
Well, I was just going to say, you've used the words, the adjectives big and stupid. But the real hurtful one is bogan. Is it bogan? We ask you.
And we're also going to do part 2 of kids accurately naming things. We love it when we do that. And we love hearing from you on that. It's the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show. Thanks to Priceline Pharmacy. I've had a long-standing bone to pick with you, and today's the day, Jack.
I love it.
I mean, I feel like it's almost a redundant argument because I know that I'm right.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't think you will be, but okay.
I think I am because you think that chest freezers, those ones that are like a giant coffin
Yeah.
that you keep usually in the garage or in the laundry or somewhere like that, carport, and you fill it with other bits and bobs. You think that there is nothing more bogan.
I think they're the height of boganness.
Why?
I think this is probably a little bit unfair, I'll admit, but growing up, the couple of people I knew that had them were bogans.
What did they have in there that made them bogan? Or was it the very fact that they had them bogan enough?
Just the look of them looked bogan to me, and it was also just like filled with crap. And then there were icy poles. So as kids, we used to go and get the icy poles, but there was just so much frozen food. And I'm like, you don't need to freeze all your food, mate. You can go to the shops and buy it.
No, you can't. This is the thing. So I have a chest freezer, and I come from a long line of chest freezer enthusiasts.
Okay.
My gran had one, and one of my most fond memories was going to visit her in Brisbane. And she would literally open the door and go straight to the chest freezer, and that she would dig around in there. She was a tall woman with long arms, which you need to be if you're going to have a chest freezer.
Yeah, because you've got to really dive in.
Correct. And she would have this little wire basket full of scones that she had baked in the Brisbane heat and then frozen, and then you can defrost them, and they're just like, straight away fresh. So I thought, if there is a God, when I grow up, I'm going to be able to have a chest freezer, and I do. The reason I don't think it's bogan is because what the hell has happened to freezer sizes today in a normal fridge that belongs in your kitchen? You can't even get a 4-litre Neapolitan in there.
But if you buy a fridge that, like, instead of a chest freezer, can't you just buy a freezer that stands tall? So that you don't have to have this bogan-looking chest that looks like a body could be belonging in it. Like, they're for murderers,
Yeah,
not
I know.
for people.
That's also part of the appeal for me because I love a true crime podcast.
And I used to hate growing up when Mum would go, I'm like, there's no bread. And Mum goes, yes, there is. It's in the freezer.
Yes.
I don't want freezer bread. I want fresh bread.
Oh my God, I would have kicked you out of. I would have got like, what do they call it? Adoption papers. I would have got them. They're the most useful for bread because bread is bulky. If you try and get one loaf of bread and a tub of ice cream in a normal freezer these days, you will not be able to.
Solution there, keep the bread in the pantry and buy it fresh.
Are chest freezers bogan? I believe 100% they are not.
I believe 100% they are. I'm happy with a normal freezer, like a tall standing freezer in your garage.
But you can't
'cause it
fit
looks
anything
better.
in there.
Well, you just got to be better at shopping
I
during
don't
the
have
week.
time to go to Baker's Light every 3 days.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and I'm about to be vindicated, I believe. I mean, look, the chances are high. I believe that chest freezers are genius.
And I believe they are the height of boganness.
I cannot live without mine. I took such pleasure last week pulling every single thing out, writing down what it was and putting it back in order, and then transcribing the contents of the chest freezer into the kitchen. So I can go, oh, what do I feel like for dinner tonight? Oh, great. There's 2 5-packs of chicken breasts in there.
That's just annoying. See, I go, hey, what do I feel like for dinner tonight? Chicken breast, great. I'll go to Woolies on the way home and purchase it.
Oh, well, fiddle-dee-dee. Good for you. Joe, what is it? Is it a genius or is it a bogan?
It's 100% genius.
Yes, Joe. Yes.
Where are you going to hide the good ice cream when you've got children?
I know, that's true. Do you put it in? I've started to put it in a different bag.
No, you just put it all the way on the bottom so they don't see it. No one goes all the way to the bottom.
I'm going to give you another hack, Joe, because you don't want to go all the way to the bottom either for your Maggie Beers rum and raisin. I know you. So what I do is I put it in a bag of something that's annoying, like a bag of peas. I'll put the ice cream tub in the empty bag of peas or the corn kernels. Kids will never touch that.
Smart.
And then they can go right on the top, Joe, right on the top.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 1 point to you, Swan. Joe, we're going to send you a Priceline pharmacy voucher. Let's
thank
go
you.
to Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
G'day, guys.
Bogan or genius?
Absolutely bogan.
Yes. I love you, Michelle. Tell us why.
I tell you why. Even though there's a real good place to hide ice cream down the bottom, the stuff that I put down the bottom goes to die.
I know. It is weird when you find those little freezer burn stripy bits of chicken. But hence...
Our freezer died a couple of weeks ago, and I was pulling out the stuff, and it's got expired stuff from 2019 in it. And I did what you did. I wrote a list and put it on top, and then it got just... everything went crazy. And,
so
yeah.
yours is blown up. Are you replacing it?
I am, but with an upright. There's no way
Yes.
I would buy another...
Yes,
What is
Michelle.
this? What is this upright business? I've never heard of it. I thought you could only get a chest freezer.
Oh, upright's the bomb.
You can get upright ones now.
What, like big capacity, just freezer, but standing up?
Yes.
Oh, for
You can,
God's
just like a fridge, so you can open it and see what's in there.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's chic, Swanee. You should invest in that, and then you're not having to dive in.
But I don't think they exist.
They do. I'm looking at it right now. Jump on Kogan.
You're
They
joking.
absolutely do.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I'm on that. Thank you, Michelle. See? What is it? Trouble shared is a trouble halved. Veronica, bogan or genius?
It's only bogan, I think, if you use it to store things you've shot off the back of the boot.
So if there's like a kangaroo just sitting in there.
Exactly. Or, like a...
Or if you've been going pigging.
Pigging, a couple of rabbits.
That is true. Or like bait.
Yeah,
That's
yuck.
bogan. Yeah.
And it gets stinky. Priceline pharmacy voucher for you, Veronica.
And let's finish with Liv. What do you think?
Massively bogan, Chrissy. Massively.
What do you mean?
Well, like if you live on a farm and you've got to bang like a whole cow in there, that's fine, But if you live in the suburbs, why don't you want to eat fresh fruit and vegetables? What are you getting through all that?
Exactly, Liv.
Well, I don't put fresh fruit and vegetables in the
No, but
freezer,
that's the
Liv.
problem. That's what I'm saying. So it suggests you're not eating them.
No, I put them in the fridge and I eat them all the time. But
No one
what about
eats that much oven chips that they need a whole chest for them.
Liv?
You just got lived.
How many people are you cooking for every day?
Oh, myself.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Goodbye, Liv.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, thanks to Priceline Pharmacy. God, we had so much fun a couple of weeks ago talking about unique words that your kids make up when they don't know the word yet. These are usually very young kids that are just learning how to speak. And they might know a small selection of words, and often they chunk them together to make sense of their world. And often they make more sense than the actual word that they're trying to get.
And I feel like with these types of words in your family or household, they stick for life.
Of
you
course.
use them forever.
Yeah, like cordial at our place is colour drink. And we say it with absolutely no fear or favour because Leo didn't know the word for cordial. And it's colour drink. I've got a few more examples. A friend of mine has a kid who calls beards face grass. And I found another one on the internet. This is so funny. It was around Halloween. And a little kid said, where is the Halloween eagle? And he was talking about a crow.
Aww.
You know how there's little crows
Yeah.
around, the black crows. A Halloween eagle.
We've got Brooke on the line.
Brooke.
Hey.
What is the word that your kid or cousin, it was in your case, made up?
Yes, so it started with my cousin and I've done it with my kids. It was a plug for a dummy.
Well, like, where's my plug?
Yeah. Yes. Can I have my plug?
I mean, look.
So it was plug. Everything was just plug. And then I started with my kids. Do you want a plug?
Can you believe the demonising of women for giving their kids a plug?
I know.
I say to
Probably
anybody...
not the best thing to hear when you're in a shopping centre. Can I have my plug?
I love it. I say to anyone I know that's pregnant, do not worry about dummies. They're great.
Mate, as long as the kid's got a pulse and has some food, like, come on.
Absolutely. Good on you, Brookie.
Do what you got to do.
Victoria, what is your magical kid word?
Okay, when my son was learning to speak, he would refer to water as blullet, like the sound of water coming out of a bottle or a tap, like blullet. So we forgot to tell the childcare people on his first day that's what he calls water, and they just couldn't understand what he wanted.
Victoria, my sister used to do exactly the same thing.
I love that.
And I've never heard anyone else say that. Yeah. It's like it's gone down in our family folklore that water for my sister Livy was blah.
And it makes sense because as a kid as well, it's what they're hearing. So they're just trying to...
It is exactly the sound of the water coming out of the tap hitting a stainless steel sink. That is so fascinating, Victoria.
Yeah. And you don't want to correct them because it's just so cute.
No, that is rule number one. Never, ever correct them. My middle son calls deodorant derodiant, and I think it's such a great word that we just call it that, and I've never, ever corrected him. Derodiant's such a great word.
It's better. Let's finish with Lauren.
Hey, how you going?
Good, darling. What words have your kids made up?
Probably my favourite ever that I've ever heard. I was just cooking dinner and my son just had a look over to the oven and said, "What's in the dinner hole?"
Oh, the dinner hole. Oh, it's so good. Yes. Imagine if it was just a magical refilling dinner hole.
Like on Spy Kids.
Yes.
They've got those microwaves.
Oh, my God.
I loved that. It's the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.